It's time to get started with the skinning. I'm going to hide all these cutout meshes. So I'm going to start with the body, tail, hide the sneaker, a jacket, shorts, mesh top, and turn on my body. This is the main body to skin to. So I'm going to drill down to my joints. This is advanced skeletons joint hierarchy. So I'm going to hold down shift and click the plus button to show all these joints. And I'll show you why I'm doing this shortly. So I'm going to select all of them, and I'm going to now exclude the end joints because I know that I will not be skinning to any end joints. All right, then I'm going to select this body, go to skin, bind skin, options. Definitely want joint hierarchy. Closest in hierarchy does its best to make sure that influences from one side of the hierarchy doesn't go to the other. I'm going to pick my dual quaternion, which was the main reason why I want to use this approach. Stick with interactive. Keep this distance. I want maximum influence of 4. Maintain maximum influence. Remove unused influences. I don't want to colorize the skeleton. And I'm going to set this drop off rate to 9, as I know that's a good number to contain the influences. With as many joints as we have, I don't want, the lower you go, the larger the area of influence it sort of gradates to. So I'm going to go with 9. It'll keep it tighter. And that's my selection. So I'm going to go apply. And now to see what my results look like, before I start doing any cleanup of the skinning, I want to see what it has given me. So I'm going to use, again, a walk cycle to test this. I'm going to go to the walk designer and make sure I have my main rig selected and go start. Okay, hit play. Yeah, that is surprisingly good, but I'm sure I'm gonna have to go in there and fix some things. Okay, there we go. There are some of the things that need big fixes. Okay, so all right, let's get to the cleanup. Okay, I'm going to do a quick inspection of what I have. I just want to see. So I'm going to open the paint weights tool, skin, paint weights, and I'm just going to take a look at some of this stuff. Yeah, it did a really nice tight. That 9 is good. Show, and I'm going to go to viewport, break this off, and I just want to hide my lead selection for now. So selection highlighting, I'm going to hide it just so I can see what's happening. I'll put this on the side of the screen. So before I get started, I'm going to run a prune weights. I'm going to go back into the weight tool, and I'm going to run a skin prune weights, and I'm going to remove any influences for joints that are this small, because this is worthless. Nothing that has an influence this small should have an influence. So I'm going to go prune. All right, and then I'm going to start from the extremity. So I'll start from here, work my way up, go to the foot, work my way up, go to the head and work my way down. And this is the last thing I'll address. This is just so that as I get these working the way I want to at the extremities, I can lock them so that I don't mess with them as I'm painting. I'm going to start with these nails. And as a matter of fact, I should, let me turn selection highlighting back on. With these nails, the smart thing to do is make sure I just skin them to the selected joints that they need to be skinned to. So that would be this. Let me make sure these end, they're not the end joints, but they are the joints right before the end joints. So I'm going to select all of them. And I'm going to make joints not selectable so I can select the nail geometry. And that should be all of them. I'm just going to go skin, bind skin, and I'm going to go to bind only to selected joints and hit apply. So now if I bend this finger, yeah, I should have the nail weighted because they weren't included in the initial weighting. Okay, that's not good. So that would definitely have to be resolved. And I'm gonna grab the body, go to the weight tool, and look for this pendant and make sure it has no influence. So I'll go to replace with a value of 0 and go flood. Make sure that none of these pendant joints have any weighting. I'll go flood, and the last one flood. And I really should rename that joint. Let me make joint selectable, drill down, and call this hard pendant end. And with these ones, these are also really simple. So I would just skin this geometry to just this one joint. So I'll go skin, bind skin, go apply. And now if I rotate this, yeah, I should just control that. And then I would do the same for the actual pendant. So I'd grab this joint, grab the 2 pieces of the pendant, and go apply. So if I rotate, okay, it should rotate there. Looks like something still has influence. Thought I dealt with this flood. Yeah, this is right. I do need this to pivot from here. Let me temporarily hide the joints. I'm going to use this again just so I can see what's happening. So this is going to swivel from there, which is how it would naturally behave, and then this is going to swivel from here. All right, now it's time to get some of these other pieces where they're supposed to go. So I'm going to go to the eye geometries, make sure I have all the eye geometries selected. Actually, it'd be probably easier to just select them. Let me isolate everything except geometry. Just go like that, and I can deselect that, and I should have every piece of eye geometry selected. And bring my joints back, and those ones are going to go to these 2 joints. So I'm going to go skin, bind skin to selected joints, apply, and the eyes should now be skinned. I'll fix the head issue, but one thing I should probably do is group this eye geometry. So I'm going to go Control G just to get them together, and just make sure the left eye is in its own group. Go eye left GRP, eye right GRP, go eyes GRP. And just want to make sure they're working. So if I isolate them, yeah, okay, they should be fine. And there's only one other thing that goes to a different joint, and the rest of them just go to the head. So this lower teeth, and all this is going to be resolved properly when we get to the head, but I'm just getting some of it done now. So I'm going to grab the lower teeth, grab the lower jaw, go apply, and the rest of the stuff can just be skinned to the main head. So the tongue, upper teeth, eyebrows, eyelashes. I'm going to just skin it to the head. Apply. Just so when I move the head, everything should move except the eyelids. I forgot the gums too. So I have a misspelling here. If I hit 4, that also goes to the upper head, and the gums bottom goes to the lower jaw. So everything should have a home except the earrings, which I'll figure out. Yeah, so everything has a home and the cleanup can start. Let me move the root, see what happens. Something is left behind. Actually, no, this one is fine for it to be left behind. This is going to be skin wrapped to the main body in this file. I'll do that last when the skinning is cleaned up and correct. I'll skin wrap it. And that might also be what happens to this. It might be a skin wrap, but we'll see.